Well, spring is quickly coming upon us, and so it is that time of year where it just feels right to start cleaning, tidying, sorting through things. And with that sort of comes this feeling to throw open the cabinets and closets and get out the things that are fresh and beautiful, changing the linens on our beds, getting everything washed up and looking fresh and clean again. I guess that's it. Chasing this sort of clean feeling and shaking off all the old stuff that feels kind of heavy and no longer necessary. Now, for me to really get my head in the game, I actually need a clean, tidy space to even begin. Which sounds really silly because we are spring cleaning and that is sort of the end goal, but for me to start organizing and deep cleaning, I need a basic cleaning first. Now, spring cleaning sort of takes on two elements for me, because there's the part where we're actually cleaning, meaning wiping down counters and getting into the nooks and the crannies that have not been touched by water or cloth for a long time and have gathered some dust. But there's also the part of sifting through our stuff, decluttering, organizing, and getting a grip on what we've got and getting rid of some stuff that we just have not used for a while. So we're cleaning, but we're also organizing. We live in a 1-bedroom barn suite on a farm here, and the minimal space actually really helps because we cannot acquire too many things without it quickly looking very chaotic and messy in the house. And I love sitting back and getting a kind of big picture view of our living space, which includes the kitchen area, and then we also have a sitting room or living room, a dining room area, a place where our baby sleeps and plays, and my husband's workshop in the corner. So many spaces in one big space, and my big goal is to live in this space but never make it look like it is just overbearing with stuff. And something that caught my eye lately was a friend's house where the counters were all cleared up and it really just made the kitchen look so fresh and simple and very light. And I think that is because my eye just wasn't staring at a bunch of stuff on the counter, which I love living in a space and having stuff out. It makes sense when you're using it. But I think I can pack away some of these things that we don't use that often and make better use of our cabinets to be able to store those things, and then we can just pull them out when we actually need them. I'm all for using things and putting things in a way where we can quickly access them when we need them, but a lot of this stuff we actually don't use on a day-to-day basis and it can go away in the cupboards. While I'm clearing off these counters, I am also fixing up our cabinets and our closets, because as I'm putting things away, I need to put them into the cabinets and the closets, which then also requires shuffling things around there. And so it's all sort of integrated, and it can be so easy to get off track and get organizing a whole closet when the main goal was to clear off the counters. And so a big part of this is trying to stay on task, which is a part of all the fun. And so anyway, I am clearing off all of the counters so that I can give it a wipe down and also wipe the backsplash while I'm at it. And then I'm going to pack everything back one by one, and that way I can get a fresh look at everything, start from scratch, and slowly add on as necessary, starting with the things that we use every day or very regularly that I know I want to keep out on the counter, and then see what I'm left with that I don't want to keep on here. I'm also using this opportunity to wipe everything down as I'm packing it back, and so I get to tackle many cleaning things at once, which is great. I'm also thinking about our systems and what things are close to which cupboards, and that's just nice in order to speed things up when we're actually living in our day-to-day. So the coffee machine is with the coffee supplies by that same cupboard where the cups are, also easy to grab, stuff like that. I got this wonderful flour mill for my birthday, and this is not something that I'll probably use very often, but the wood is so beautiful, and again, just another element of nature that will be soft on the eye and easy to look at, and so I do want to display this here on this counter. And then I have recently put all of our dishwasher pods in this beautiful white vase. This may not stay like this. I am looking for some kind of basket or something else that I can store these in, but for right now, We use this pretty much every day, so it's good for me to have something out here that isn't a total eyesore but can hide all of our dishwasher pods. We use our toaster and our coffee maker almost every day. Our fruit should be out in the open and accessible. And our soda stream is something we use very regularly, so I've tucked it here in the corner. And then of course my cast iron pots and pans I can usually just store right on our stove because we use them very regularly. And in the case where I'm not using them, I can tuck them away into the oven. And as I'm clearing the kitchen counters, I see that I should also do something else with the upper portions of our cabinets. I love this space because I can tuck away things that don't fit into the cabinets or closets, and I can dress it up by putting them away in these really nice baskets. We also got some more pumpkins from friends lately, and they were just sort of hanging out on the floor, and so I've tucked them up here as well. And I realized that these spaces work this way for a little time, and it'll start looking different again once we use up these pumpkins and squashes. There may be room for something else up here. But again, the main goal is to sit back, look at it from a distance, and not have eyesores, not have stuff and information that my eyes have to process that just feels heavy. There's something about seeing the white walls and looking at elements of nature like these baskets that just feel light to me, and I really love that. Now, as I'm cleaning this upper space, which stores some of our spices, I realize it's also a good time to bulk up our spices, and I have a drawer here where I keep jars of spices, and so I'm going to use this opportunity to refill those while I am going through our spices. Now, what I didn't realize is how good it would feel to wipe these surfaces and these nooks and these crannies that I haven't touched in this house since we've lived here for the past few years. There's something about wiping and cleaning and getting a close, intimate look at these spaces that feels so good. I did not think it would, but it really did. It feels good to get up close and right into these nooks and crannies and get them all cleaned up. Well, this is as much success with spring cleaning as I've had thus far. It's feeling good. We're making some progress. It's nice to have a deadline, I gotta say that. My in-laws are visiting us now, and I had sort of their arrival as my end date. So my big tip is to have some kind of end date so you can actually work toward a date where you will wrap up this project, which we can clean forever. And so it feels good to be settled and happy with the spring cleaning we have done this year. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this has been inspirational to you and that you too are now feeling motivated and excited to go and start spring cleaning if you haven't already. If you like content like this, would you consider subscribing to our channel and liking this video and checking some of our upcoming content. Alright, cheers, bye!